calls me a liar and calls me a lot of things. I'm going to break it down into 3 sections because it's a lot of accusations. The first one is, said Baker, there's people like that who really are abusing their position, abusing a platform to a point where people are going to listen to it. He's supposed to bring out facts, and he chooses to put out irrational opinions. Well, in fairness, I don't think I would build a 25-year career based on irrational opinions. Does Charles Barkley have irrational opinions saying he thinks the Portland Trail Blazers are going to win the NBA championship? Or is Charles Barkley a wildly funny, entertaining opinionist on an NBA show? He is, and so am I. That doesn't mean Charles Barkley can't make calls and have contacts, but this is not Big J journalism. I'm not in locker rooms like Jackie McMullen 100 nights a year or Rick Bucher. I do not believe I would build this career on irrational opinions. I think I'm opinionated. Sometimes I'm wrong. That doesn't make it irrational. The second quote from him was, people can say what they want. They can say I'm not really supposed to comment on this, but a liar is a liar is a liar, and that guy really just full of it needs to be put in his place. Well, again, I would say I can be wrong, and I am. In fact, about 10 years ago, I don't know, John, when we started Colin Right, Colin Wrong, I felt it was important, because I'm sitting here blabbing all day, to have a segment every week where I acknowledge I whiffed on that. I'm in the opinion business. I'm in the strong opinion business. I'm wrong all the time. I've had sources that misled me. I'm not proud of every sentence or every tweet. But you don't build my career on being a liar. You just don't. I think he's confusing wrong with lying. Nothing I've ever said about OBJ is factually incorrect. OBJ gave me a list of places he wanted to play. Cleveland wasn't one of them. Maybe he changed his mind, but what he told me, he didn't bring up Cleveland. Here's the third one from Baker Mayfield. I'd be the first one to tell you I'm not always right. I know my flaws. I'd love for people to correct me so I get better. But he can say what he wants. He thinks he's always right. He throws people's names under a bus. As soon as he starts talking about me, it's fine. But my teammates, that's where I have a problem. Well, no, Baker, your problem is you're in a fight now with a media person. That's below Tom Brady. That's beneath Russell Wilson. That's beneath NFL quarterbacks like the legendary Bart Starr. Brett Favre didn't do this. Peyton Manning didn't do this. Tom Brady doesn't do this. Russell Wilson doesn't do this. Steve Young didn't do this. Joe Montana didn't do this. You're actually, Baker, proving my point. I never questioned you could play. I said I didn't want to deal with your immaturity and judgment. You're in a whizzing match with a member of the media who, by the way, isn't engineering any of this stuff. I said, I don't like your police video. I don't like you grabbing your junk. And I don't like you throwing footballs at people's heads in pregame. I stand by all of those. I'll go to my deathbed saying I'm never going to draft a quarterback in a police video, grabbing his junk, grabbing a steak and jamming it into midfield. I'm not saying you're not draftable with other people. I said, if I ran a team, that's an undraftable quarterback because I just don't want to deal with 15 years of the nonsense. I'll take Sam Darnold, who's not on Twitter. So this, again, is me responding like a magic responding to claims. I don't believe I'm irrational. I think the audience is too smart to listen every day to somebody for 25 years they think is irrational. I think I've been wrong, but I don't think I'm a liar. I think my wife and my kids and my associates and my bosses would vouch for me on that, and John Goulet, who can hate me, but I don't think he thinks I'm a liar. And, by the way, I do like the fact that you're willing to defend teammates, but this is what I said turned me off. Not your arm, not your talent, not your confidence. You're off a 7-8-1 season, and you're getting into this nonsense?